What so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. Against red glare, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
All right, folks, here we are. Welcome back to the Monster Energy League. I'm your host, Andrew Martinez, and here we are in Tampa, Florida. 12 drivers tonight are going to take on this St. Louis style course. We're going to see who comes out on top. All right, folks, we have our first race tonight. Monster Mutt Rottweiler taking on Dragon. Looks like Dragon has the lead so far. Coming down to that final turn. Yep, Dragon still has the lead. We'll see who's going to cross the line first. And it is going to be Felipe Queiroz moving on to that second round. You guys look up on the screen, you guys will take a look at who is in the field tonight. You see those byruns are going to be given a Son of a Digger, Thunder Roars, Alien Invasion, and Blue Thunder. Coming up next, we have Gravedigger driven by John Butler, and he's going to be taking on Braden Green in Megalodon. Looks like both of these drivers are lined up. Waiting on the official, not sure what's going on. And they are off. It looks like I might have missed it, but it's pretty even so far coming down to this final turn. And it looks like it's going to be John Butler and Gravedigger knocking out Megalodon, heading to that next round. And coming up next, we have Alfredo Moya in Velociraptor. He's going to be taking on Giancarlo Puccio and Earthshaker, and they are off. Looks like Velociraptor jump off the line first, and Earthshaker messes up. It's going to be all Alfredo Moya and Velociraptor headed to that next round. All right, folks, you just seen Velociraptor with the win over Earthshaker. And now we have Sean Romo. He's going to be in that blue lane in Recreation. And Julian DeShazer in that yellow lane. And looks like we may need to rerun that. I'm not sure what happened. Sean Romo, looks like he was resetting his truck. I'm not sure why he did that, but we're going to go ahead and rerun that. Remember, guys, you need to have your rigs of rock. These drivers need to have the in-game chat on, so that way they can see the go from the official. That's how these drivers know when to go. But look, it looks like they're back lined up and they're ready to go. And they are off. Looks like Sean Romo off of the line first. Beautiful turn by Sean Romo again, and Julian. Who's it going to be coming down to that final turn? Sean Romo takes it. Apologize for the last race, guys. You seen Recreation had the lead over Avenger, and he ended up spinning out on that last turn, giving the win to Avenger. Julian DeShazer moves on. But coming up next, we have Son of a Digger taking on Fifi K-Rez. I'm not sure why Son of a Digger slowed down right there. Not sure if he read that. We'll have to ask the official after, but he has the lead so far over Fifi K-Rez. And it's going to be Son of a Digger crossing that line first. We're going to go ahead and check in, make sure everything's good. And looks like we're going to have to rerun that race. Gonna wait for Son of a Digger to pull back to the line. There was a bit of a miscommunication between the drivers and the official, but they're lined up and ready to go. And they are off. Looks like Fifi may have had the jump off of that start right there, but coming down to this final turn, pretty even so far, and it looks like it's gonna be Son of a Digger with the win, knocking out Fifi K-Rez in Dragon. All right, folks. Second race here in the second round. We have Corey New in Blue Thunder, and he's going to be taking on John Butler in Gravedigger. They are pulled to the line. They're ready now. And they are off. Let's see who will be moving on to this next round. Beautiful turn by both trucks. Headed down to the final turn. Who's it going to be? Beautiful turn by Gravedigger. John Butler moves on to that semifinal round. And in our next race, we have in the left lane Thunder Roars, driven by Mason Funk, and his opponent in Velociraptor, Alfredo Moya. These drivers are watching for the green now. These guys are off. Looks like Mason Funk was off the line first. He is the favorite in this race. Getting to that final round of the last competition in Indianapolis. Beautiful turn. It is going to be Mason Funk and Thunder Roars moving on to that next round. And for the next race, the final race here in the second round, it's going to be Garrett Hansen and Alien Invasion taking on Julian DeShazer in Avenger. Now, whoever wins this race will be facing Thunder Roars in the semi-final round. Who's it going to be? Looks like Garrett Hansen has a little bit of a lead, but yep, he's right there with Avenger. Who's it going to be coming down right here? Oh, and it's gonna be Alien Invasion knocking out Julian DeShazer, headed to that semi-final round. All right, these drivers are pulling to the line. Semi-final race. The winner of this race will be headed to the final round. And they are off. Looks like Son of a Digger was off that line first. He's taking on John Butler in Gravedigger. Son of a Digger still with the lead. And it looks like it's going to be Son of a Digger clear as day, headed to that final round. And folks, as you just seen, Ethan Isaac and Son of a Digger is headed to that final round, just like last week. And we may have a repeat of the final race from Indianapolis if Mason Funk can get this win over Alien Invasion. Remember, Mason Funk is the driver of Thunder Roars. He's on the track right now. We're waiting on Alien Invasion. He is on the 30-second clock. And they're pulled to the line. They're going to watch for the green now. And they are off. Thunder Roars jumping off of that line. Down that straightaway, headed to this final turn. Looks like Thunder Roars still has the lead. Beautiful turn. And your winner headed to that final round is going to be Mason Funk in Thunderosaurus. And now for the final race. Let me know who you think's gonna win. If you're in this event, let me know in general. It's gonna be Ethan Isaac and Son of a Digger or Mason Funk in Thunderosaurus. These guys are lined up. They are ready. They are off. Pretty even start right there. Looks like coming into the first turn, Thunderosaurus may have a bit of a lead. Last week, Ethan Isaac knocked him out in racing, took home the competition. Who's it gonna be? Your winner's gonna be Thunderosaurus. Knocking out, that was a close race. Mason Funk gets the first 14 points here tonight in Tampa. Give it up for Mason Funk in Thunderosaurus. Folks, there you have it. Mason Funk wins the racing competition here in Tampa, getting those first 14 points, getting his revenge on Ethan Isaac. All right, folks, and that is going to wrap up the first half of this evac for the freestyle competition.
your demons for a ride. Don't let them disappear. Make them choose, they leave or stay. Feels like it's not okay. Clocks are ticking, time away. Make up your mind today. Find a way you belong. Find a place for you to stay. You should know you're gonna grow only stronger. You gotta stay where you don't belong. Play your memories on rewind. Don't make some mistakes. You've got to clarify your mind. No matter what it takes. Now you see your destination, where you find a perfect place, 100 million miles ahead. Don't you get misled. You want what you gotta take on, and when your wings break up, you gotta know you're not alone. Know what you want. You shout out from this, I won't give up, and only then you'll be right if you're not afraid. Find your reasons to make this possible, but you have to break the rules to win this time. This truth won't comfort you. You don't want to miss your final step. Find a way you belong. Find a place for you to stay. You should know you're gonna grow only stronger. You gotta stay where you don't belong. You should know you're gonna grow only stronger. You gotta stay where you don't belong. Run away to the final stage. So you're breaking bones. Rest his head on a pillow made of concrete. Oh, feeling maybe he'll see a little better Saturdays. Oh, head down, faces that he sees down again ain't that familiar. Oh, friend, he can't help when his happy looks insane. Even though loves the road like butterflies. Oh, he don't know, so he chases them away. Oh, someday, yeah, he'll begin his life again. Life again. Feeling, looking through the paper though he doesn't know to read. Ooh, yeah. Oh, praying out to something that has never showed him anything. Oh, feeling understands the weather of the winter's on its way. Oh, feeling, spewing power between
All right, folks, we are here ready for the freestyle competition. These drivers are going to have 2 minutes on the clock. They need to fill in the first 30 seconds in order to get a score. But let's get things started. We have Alfredo Moya in Velociraptor. He's going to start things off for us tonight. And here he goes onto the track. Alfredo Moya and Velociraptor. And his time is going to start right there. And pretty clever way to start his ride. Lining up for a backflip. Can he land it? Beautiful rotation. Remember, these backflips are angled in a certain way. So if you line up like you're used to lining up, you're probably gonna end up flipping and ending up on your lid. You gotta line up to it at an angle. But he's got about 30 seconds left. He's at bonus time now. Pretty decent run for Alfredo. Oh no! And can he save it? And that is gonna do it for Alfredo Moya. You seen right there, he ended up hack saving his truck. Gonna get those scores in now. He had about 15 seconds left on the clock. Scores are coming in. And there you have it, folks. The score for Alfredo Moya and Velociraptor is going to be a 13.2. So the score to beat now is a 13.2. And folks, we have 11 more trucks left for freestyle. Now coming up next for the freestyle competition, we have Angel Garcia in Monster Melt Rottweiler. See what Angel has in store for us tonight in freestyle. You know, he usually approaches things differently than most drivers. That's what I've noticed. But he hasn't had the best luck in freestyle. I know he's been crashing early. I'm not sure. I think he was in Oakland. He also ended early. I'm not sure if he was in the last event, but here we go. Nice way to start things off. Oh no! Come on, keep it together. No! Oh, right at about 20 seconds into his run. That is gonna do it for Angel Garcia, guys. Remember, these drivers need to fill in 30 seconds in order to get a score. Unfortunately, he only filled 20 seconds, so that is going to be a DNF for Angel Garcia in Monster Melt Rottweiler.
of sound. Dimension of sound. A dimension of your mind. You're moving into a brand new world. The Twilight Zone.
This is a new flesh. I can't even play my own record. I can't even play Perry Como.
After 11 years of marriage and she doesn't know?
Don't play that, Pat. That's not what I want you to play. Play this.
There is a fifth dimension, beyond that which is known to man. It is a dimension as vast as space and as timeless as infinity. It is the middle ground between light and shadow, between science and superstition, and it lies between the pit of man's fears and the summit of his knowledge. It is an area which we call the Twilight Zone. A dimension of sound. You unlock this door with the key of imagination. Beyond it is another dimension. A dimension of sound. A dimension of sound. A dimension of your mind. You're moving into a brand new world. The Twilight Zone.
This is a new flesh.
dimension as vast as space and as timeless.
All right, folks, coming up next for freestyle, it's Braden Green in Megalodon. Oh, and the time is gonna start right there for Braden. It's gonna send it right out of the tunnel. He's been eager to freestyle. He got knocked out in the first round of racing. I believe the last time he drove in this league was almost a year ago, back in April for the World Finals. Back in Rebels Field. Oh no! Reverse, come on. Oh no! That is gonna do it, folks. Give it up for Megalodon. And folks, we just watched the clock on the stream. He went down right before 90 seconds, which means he is unable to get a score, folks. It is going to be another DNF. Probably the most DNFs we've ever had in a show. These next 7 trucks coming up better throw it down. And guys, coming up next is Corey New in Blue Thunder. Let's see if he can break this curse of trucks getting DNFs. Let's see if Corey New can throw it down. I believe he can. Remember, the score to beat is a 15 put up by Alien Invasion, driven by Garrett Hansen. And the clock is gonna start for Blue Thunder. I'm still in shock by how many trucks have DNF so far. But yeah, let's see Blue Thunder. I think Blue Thunder will for sure be getting a score tonight. I'm not sure. I think he also got a DNF last show or the show before that, if I'm correct. But he is eligible now, and he gets a nice sky wheelie right there. Oh no! Oh no! Hit that reverse. Oh, and that is gonna do it for Corey New in Blue Thunder. We're gonna wait for those scores now. And if you take a look up on the screen, folks, the score for Blue Thunder is going to be a 7.7. That'll be a 7.7 for Corey New. Give it up for Blue Thunder. Now coming up next for Freestyle, it's Fifi K-Rez in Dragon. Oh, and he's going to start his clock right there. Sending and getting some nice air. See if Fifi can turn this freestyle competition around and throw it down. Oh no! No! Folks, that is gonna do it for Fifi K-Rez in Dragon. Folks, coming up next for freestyle, it's Julian DeShazer in Avenger. Apologize, folks, for that last run. I lost my composure, and unfortunately, we had another DNF. Fifi K-Res sent it, and he ended up totally just wrecking his truck pretty bad. It's going to be a DNF for Fifi K-Res in Dragon. But here goes Julian. All right, way to start his run. Sorry about that. Starting it with a backflip. It's not often you see that. But if anybody's gonna throw down, it's Julian DeShazer. Driving Avenger for about 3 years now. I think he's ran Avenger almost every single season. He loves that Avenger, but he's putting on a pretty decent run so far, taking it nice and easy because he doesn't want to end up on his lid like those past few trucks. I believe after Avenger it's going to be Recreation, driven by Sean Romo, another driver who is just returning to the league after a long hiatus. But Julian has a minute left. Oh, nice. Getting close to the wall, but he's good. They didn't shut him off. Coming close to 5 seconds. He is good. I'm not sure what happened. He may have stalled out. Keep in mind, he has one backflip that he has remaining. Remember, he started off his run with a backflip, but here we go. Looks like he's lining up for a Sky Wheelie. Nice. 20 seconds left for Julian in Avenger. Here he goes. Looks like he's going to line up for this backflip. Can he land it? Oh, I'm not sure. It looks like he was going to go for the consecutive, but that's going to do it for Julian. I think the second truck out tonight to fill time. Give it up for Julian DeShazer in Avenger. And folks, you see on the screen, Julian DeShazer in Avenger is going to get a 14.2. That's going to put him right at second place underneath Alien Invasion, which has a score of 15. And coming up next for freestyle, it's Sean Romo in Recreation. See what Sean Romo can do. He's been talking a lot lately about his skills, how they've improved after he's hopped on controller. His entire time in the Rigs of Rod scene, he's been on the keyboard. He's been pretty confident after he's got his controller hooked up, but let's see what he can do. Oh, keep it together, Sean. Careful, you don't want to end up like a majority of the drivers tonight with the DNF. Keep it together. Sean Romo too, he can throw it down in freestyle. He has a unique driving style, likes to take things realistic, and that's going to be one hard hit. He didn't shut him off, but he has one hard hit on his truck. And folks, 2 hard hits means it's a done. So keep that in mind. He has 1 hard hit left, and it'll be a wrap for Sean Romo. So far, he's taking it nice and easy. Come on, save it, save it. Oh, and that is gonna do it for Sean Romo. Sean Romo, the clock is going to stop right at about 50 seconds. If I'm not mistaken, we're going to get those scores in now for Recreation. And folks, you see the score for Recreation. He is going to get a 4. Again, that is going to be a score of 4 for Sean Romo. And coming up next for freestyle, it's John Butler in Gravedigger. Oh, and he's going to start it right out of the tunnel, sending it. Nice way to start your run. If you want to take that lead, which is not too high, it's still a 15 put up by Alien Invasion. But if you want to take the lead, that's how you got to start. John Butler having some bad luck last week, and I think he pulled off an insane move and ended up getting carried away and ending his run. But he is eligible for a score now, which I don't think he got last week. I think it was a DNF. Getting some nice air once again, sending it all the way across. Oh! Kicking it into a little stoppie right there, moonwalking it. John Butler has a minute left in his freestyle run. Oh, nice. Keep it together. You know, John was having some problems with his nitro truck. He told me he wanted to switch it out, and it's doing him some pretty good justice here. Oh, nice. His truck hiked up, but ended up working out for him. He's got about 30 seconds left, which means he's in bonus time now, getting some nice cyclones right there. I'm sorry, not a cyclone, little donut. Let's see what he's gonna do with 20 seconds left on the clock. 10 seconds left for John Butler. Lining up for that backflip. Huge air off of that backflip. Beautiful rotation. And gets it into a little moonwalk. And I think we have a new leader, folks. Give it up for John Butler in Gravedigger. And as you can see, the new leader taken by John Butler is going to be Gravedigger, the score of 17. Knocking out Garrett Hansen and Alien Invasion, which had a lead of 15. Give it up for John Butler in Gravedigger. And coming up next, it's Ethan Isaac in Son of a Digger. And that is going to start the time for Ethan Isaac. Made it to the final round in racing 2 weeks in a row. Last week in Indianapolis, he ended up taking that racing win over Thunder Roars. Ended up losing to Thunder Roars today. Beautiful backside right there. Landing it perfect. And it's going to be pretty tough to knock John Butler out of the hot seat, but if anybody's going to do it, it's going to be Ethan Isaac. Pretty good momentum so far. Oh, nice. Oh, come on. Nice, keeping it together. That was risky for the amount of speed he was going, but a minute left for Ethan Isaac. And after this, folks, we have just one truck left Mason Funk and Thunder Roras, who was your racing winner here tonight. Ethan Isaac, though, he's having a pretty good run. Lining up for that mini flip. First person to hit it tonight. Beautiful rotation. Gets it into a moonwalk. Nice. And he is in bonus time now. 30 seconds. Oh, hard hit right there. Oh, looks like they shut him off, folks. That is going to do it for Ethan Isaac in Son of a Digger. The scores are now in for Ethan Isaac and Son of a Digger. It is going to be a 13.9, putting him right at 4th place. Give it up for Ethan Isaac. And our last truck out for freestyle. It's your racing winner, Mason Funk and Thunder Roras. Remember, the score to beat is a 17 by John Butler and Gravedigger. The time's going to start for Thunder Roras. Remember, this it's going to be out of a score of 20. So if Mason throws it down here, he has a chance of taking the lead. But who knows? He might take it nice and easy because he already got those 14 points from winning racing. But his freestyle, anything can happen. 30 seconds filled, so he is eligible for a score now. Getting a nice little slap wheelie right there. About 1 minute and 10 seconds left on the clock for Mason Funk. Lining up for that backflip. Oh, hard hit right there on that front end. Nonetheless, that was a pretty nice backflip. He's got about 45 seconds now. Nice. Walking it across that hybrid. He's going to send it right here, getting some nice air. approaching his final 30 seconds, which means he's now in bonus time. Oh, looks like he's lining up for his second and final backflip. Nice rotation. And hits his truck into reverse right there to save it. Oh, nice. 10 seconds left for Mason Funk and Thunderosaurus. See what he can do to end his run right here. Oh, and looks like that is gonna do it for Mason Funk and Thunderosaurus. And folks, the scores are now in. You can see right there the score for Thunderosaurus is a 16, which means your freestyle winner here tonight is Gravedigger, driven by John Butler.
On the day I was born, the nurses all gathered round, and they gazed in wide wonder at the joy they had found. The head nurse spoke up, said, "Leave this one alone." She could tell right away that I was bad to the bone, bad to the bone, bad to the bone, bad, bad to the bone. I broke 1,000 hearts before I met you. I'll break 1,000 more, baby, before I am through. I wanna be yours, pretty baby, yours and yours alone. I'm here to tell you, honey, that I'm bad to the bone. Bad. Bad to the bone.
All right, folks, and that is going to wrap up our third event of the season here in Tampa, Florida. Just a little recap. Our racing winner, Mason Funk and Thunderosaurus, knocking out Ethan Isaac in the final round. Ethan Isaac was in Son of a Digger. And then in freestyle, John Butler and Gravedigger redeeming himself from last week, topping the competition, taking home that freestyle victory. We had a bit of DNFs here tonight. Probably one of the worst freestyle competitions in this league's history. But we'll be back next week in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, folks. I'm your host, Andrew Martinez, and this is the Monster Energy League.